Charleston White, OG Percy, two big dogs from Fort Worth, Texas. Let's just get it in, man. Whose idea was it for you two to come together?
Mine. Yeah, mine.
When Percy, when Charleston White reached out to you, what was your thoughts?
Thank you, God. I've been waiting. I thought I got there. At least didn't want him to come and have to look at me before he talked to me. I don't want him to come stone. Yeah, he did. You understand me? God plans work like this.
All right, Charleston White.
Yeah.
How's your background and experience shape your worldview and influence your current situation and stuff that you got going on?
I was a wannabe that became to be. I was a wannabe, so I was a wannabe kid that grew up in the suburbs, who got to go to my cousin them house on the south side. Originally coming from Stop 6, but when I was in Stop 6 home, I was 4 or 5 years old. So that's where I lost my eye at. I lost my eye in Stop 6. I broke my leg in Stop 6. But it was a bunch of young mothers and young families that was raising their children, so it wasn't criminal then. So by the time I was in the first grade, homie, I was in the suburbs, but I still got to go to my aunt and them house that lived over in Glen Garden. We still came back to Duck them house. We still came back to Eastwood. So that's where you pick up you know the criminal elements. So by this time, crack done hit the community. So when we come back to Prince Hall, niggas, you know, my aunt and them a dope fiend now. When my mama bought my cousin them a Nintendo or an entire mine and them selling it, so it's gone when we come back.
Let's go.
So we picking up different elements. At my house, I'm not hearing, hey, we want some cool. But when I go over here, I'm hearing it. We hunching, grown folks fighting. You see them get stabbed. So when I go back to the suburbs, I got some, you know, I can mimic and act after. So it advanced me. So it made me cool amongst the suburban kids. But I wanted to be that. So you see this on the weekends. You come in the house. Your mama gone at work because she work at General Motors. So you turn it on the television. The same things is being propagated. The same things is being exposed to you in the community. You now seeing it on television and it's being propagated. And promoted. So, homie, I was a wannabe. So by the time I started going to juvenile, I remember meeting Lil Rank, homie, when he had the shit bag, right when he got shot. I was in there with Lil Rank, Seth Williams, that nigga Anthony with Black Clack Man, that Randy World. We was in there for the murder for the white man at the mall. Anthony Lightfoot was in there. Lil Joe, Mexican Joe Rodriguez was in there.
Poche Jose, shout
yeah,
out to Jose,
say
man. Baby, man.
So all of us was in juvenile at the time. So then I'm meeting all the bad kids from Fort Worth and coming back to the suburbs, imitating and mimicking. So you know when I go to juvenile home, I had I had 6 years. I had almost 7 years to study this gangster culture. Read books, the Monster Cody books. I done watched all the videos. I done seen all the miso. By the time I come home at 21, I'm like an expert at mimicking this shit.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? I can go to any neighborhood and put on and in, but this is not who I really am, because the foundation of who I am is coming from a God-fearing mother, a pray at nighttime. He say, excuse me. So I'm going against who I really am, just to fit in with a group of kids, homie, who was really raised this way. So I learned to come join the least of those when I wasn't the least of those.
Let's go.
OG Percy.
Yes, sir.
What lessons have you learned from your past mistakes, and how have they propelled you towards growth?
What have I learned from my past mistakes? I don't like to see people die all the time. I learned off of others' death. I had to learn that'll get you killed, this'll get you killed. That'll get you killed, that'll get you killed. I had to learn off of other mistakes. Prison, waste of life. As I got older, I found I wasted a lot of life. I didn't get nothing. When I heard say, man, I just did this, I just did that, well, tell that that's how much time he is behind. I tell people that all the time. I try to tell I'm like Charles, when Charles say, Charles said one thing. He said, I want to make snitching look cool. Well, I want to make not going to prison look cool. How about that? When I want the that ain't been to prison to find out they the tough guys after all. You dig what I'm saying? Because for you to go through this world and not be able to go through that system is hard. But to say I ain't never been, that's harder. But nowadays the culture make you think that you have to go to prison. You ain't this, you ain't that. Well, how much time you got? Well, now, I want the, like Charleston say, I want the that ain't been to prison to make the ones that say that they been, make them look like the weak ones. I want them to assault their character. I want, man, how much time you do? I ain't been no prison. What the fuck I look like? Y'all gotta start standing up for yourself as, you know, the geek squad. You dig what I'm saying? But the toughest out of all. You understand me? Me and Charleston, we went down roads that you won't have won't be able to return from. A lot of real talk. Yeah, that walked the path we done went down. They fools ain't never been seen again.
See,
let's go.
My juvenile ain't what it was when I went. See, the path that I went was really for a kid. I never got to take the adult path because when I committed my crime September 18, 1991, no other kids was in there for murder. Lil Rank, Derek Williams, them had 3-4 murders at the time. I think they was in there for cutting off somebody's head. They got certified. So said all got certified. Only a few of us remain in the juvenile system. So I think it was me, Lightfoot, Mario Lopez, Jose Rodriguez, Bayshawn Ashkey, Anthony Lightfoot, Josh Henry. So it was like 7 of us who had murder charges at that time as juveniles. So we're the first group of children in Tarrant County to be tried and adjudicated for the crimes of capital murder and murder. We fell in a group of children in Texas where we're the first generation of children in the state of Texas who began to be sentenced under Texas juvenile determined sentencing law, where a kid can be sentenced up to 40 years. Right before I committed my crime, it was 30 years. So in 1990, it was 30 years. Juvenile crime had begun to take off so bad. Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden had just went to Congress and said, say y'all, we got a wave of children that have been born in this country, and these are super predators. They're bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, they're heartless, and they're incorrigible. Well, the word incorrigible means that we wasn't going to be able to change. So that sent a shock wave of fear throughout America, homie. This was in 89, 90. So by the time we get in trouble, homie, they sentencing kids like adults. They certifying 15-year-olds like kids, homie. 15-year-olds were getting 99-year sentences.
Let's go.
And they were saying that these are hardened criminals. And you talk about 20 years later, they saying, man, we made a mistake. These aren't hardened criminals. These are children that came from trauma and conditions who don't have the brain development to make logical and regional decisions. They're impulsive and they're acting out of emotions and impulse. They can change if you. So this is 20 years later when I'm grown and start to work with kids. I was fortunate. We had a governor. Her name was Ann Richards.
Let's go, Ann.
Yeah, man, Ann Richards was.
Let's go, Ann.
She was one of the most compassionate white women.
Let's go, Ann.
At the time. I'm gonna say white people because she was a recovering alcoholic and drug addict. So when she became governor, she put in a lot of money and a lot of funding in rehabilitation for drugs and youth programs. So my 7 years was centered and structured around rehabilitation and resocialization. We didn't have to fight. We was co-ed. We had boys and girls. We had an in-ground swimming pool. We had off-campus jobs. We could go off-campus to college. We had weekend passes. Nigga, we could go to Walmart and shop every week. So I was like in a boarding school. But when I get there in 91, I'm 14. By the time I'm 15, the Chronic album done hot dropped. Snoop Dogg done came out with the 187, so the crippin' starting to come. So nigga, I'm fascinated with what I'm seeing, and the camaraderie, the brotherhood that it tricked us in believing that we had as kids, and it was genuine at the time. We didn't know what awaited down the road as we got older, homie. And we trying to stick to rules that really don't even exist.
Let's go.
So I spent four years trying to go to prison. Cause I got my brother my brother just been sentenced to 114 years. My partner Jason Anderson up there. So all my older homeboys at the time, so they could write us from prison. I got these older writing me from prison, making it sound fun, and we fighting like boys home. I'm alive while I asked them. I wasn't no pushover down there. So I got these writing me, making it sound like this is the On top of that, before I went, I got my Uncle Curtis, who over here in the South Side with my MB, he coming home from prison telling me these bravado stories.
Let's go.
So this is the path to the Hall of Fame in my mind, because nobody is countering this. Yeah, my mama is saying, son, you don't want to do this, but I'm hearing my mama say this. I'm hearing the preacher say this. All the cool that I admire ain't saying don't go.
Let's go.
Nigga, they paving the way for a nigga to go. And so I wanted that badge of honor, homie, but I was a wannabe. I played the flute in the 3rd grade.
say, let's go.
Nigga, I played the flute in the 3rd grade.
I had the clarinet.
Talking about I was in the band. I wasn't no sports.
You mean, you heard me say, but like Charleston said, here's a little story about a like me. Never should have been let after. You know,
listen to what he's saying. Never should have been let after.
And I wanted to be like Charles said. I wanted to be that. I couldn't. Nigga, when I made the Ferguson, I said, yes, I'm college. I made it. I made it. I know it sounds dumb. I know it sounds stupid. It sounds crazy, but guess what? I went in there with the mind frame, like Charles said, because once I got institutionalized, it was up for me. I went in there looking for something that wasn't even in there no more. I went in there looking for fights. And I didn't know once you start fighting, you're going to have to keep fighting. And keep fighting. You can't walk in there with a persona that you can't hold down for the rest of your time here. You dig what I'm saying? And I walked in there, but like Charles said, my mind had already been robbed through the music. I got lost in the music. I caught rap when I was like 11 years old. I caught rap. Once I caught rap, it was over with. Especially, back then they had good rap. Charleston couldn't agree. We had some good rap.
Yeah.
And,
Big Daddy Kane wasn't a gangster. LL Cool J wasn't a gangster.
Let's go. Yeah.
Kwame.
Yeah.
Special Ed.
Yeah.
We had some different.
We didn't have to worry about banging on wax. They didn't never tell us go get nothing, go get something. But guess what? Time changed with the music. The culture changed with the music. Like he said, what was that word you said a while ago? We very influenceable.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You put the music on, like he said something about when Yayo got that dye in his hair, everybody
got kid in the city.
Because they go off the culture. Whatever the music play.
Even the ones that don't like him today had dye in their hair.
You mean? But my thing is this, whatever that music say do, that's what's running things right now. Whatever the music. And
I didn't know nothing about Moet. To Master P and I'm talking about Moet. I ain't know nothing about Versace, Tupac, and Master P still riding the Dom hats with the Versace. We ain't know nothing about that shit. We ain't know nothing about going to put diamonds in nothing to cash money and then went to hollering bling bling. We was gold. Oh. Diamonds have always been girls' best friend. But when cash money come, we all went to being diamonds. So yeah. So now the music, we didn't know nothing about having threesome till these started rapping about it. We thought it was just trained, 7 from one girl. We didn't know you can have 2 women and one.
I heard the little midget say something. I'm go Bushwick Bill.
Yeah, man.
Bushwick Bill turned me on. You hear me? Yeah.
Charleston, can you share a moment of experience where you overcame significant adversity, and what were the takeaway from that experience?
Talking about this brother. That nigga brother my partner. And me and this got some history. Our families are knitted together. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it took a lot for me to do this. But I can go against me.
Let's go.
We all go against ourselves to hurt other people. So now now I had a disdain for them homie when them California started tripping and they taking the cripping side, knowing I ain't what they trying to make me out to be. So yeah, I was real resentful toward the city and person and everybody behind that.
Same question for you, OG Percy. Can you share a moment of experience where you overcame significant adversity?
And Charleston just told you. He just told you. I had to hear but don't hear. I had to see but don't see. You know what I'm saying? I had to hear but don't hear. Man, you heard that? I had to walk through the hood and hear, nigga, man, you letting that Charleston just cause y'all listening to him. That's y'all. I'm not listening to Charleston ass. If I listen to him, he'll drive me up that goddamn water. I can hear him. Yeah, I heard him. But like I told Charleston, when you start listening to Charleston, that's when he gets you. For somebody, that was, man, and I thank God. I wouldn't even tell them to take it back today.
Say, little homie, I see the officials. So, little homie, I see the officials just sitting back watching us.
Yeah.
So, so shout out to Officer Charles Rogers. So Chuck come get me with the sergeant and gang unit. Yeah. They watching Percy. They love him. Say, man, can you get OG Percy to come talk to the school?
What's that boy that's gone now?
Which one?
He brought us together, the big boy. He gone. He died on us, man. I know he would love to see this.
John, man. Lil John, man.
Let's go,
yeah,
man.
Lil John was Eastern Hill coach, homie. So he died, homie. So him and John, they finna put a youth program together. Mm-hmm. So he said, man, what about Percy? Man, I said, fuck Percy. But I can't genuinely say that because I know the. But right. I'm saying, man, that with that gang bang, he cuz too much. So I initially tried to hate on him, right? I ain't gonna lie. So I initially tried to hate on him. So Chuck said, nah, man, reach out to him for me. So we arranged a dinner. We meet up at Dixie House Cafe, homie. And I really fucked it up. If I wouldn't have got in the way, we would have had a bad ass youth program. But I'm mad at his cousin, Tracy Carter. Tracy Carter. We all got some internal political beefs. Right, he just in the middle of it. He a street. This is political shit.
When he started saying shit, I was like, Tracy, you be.
So yeah, man. So this some deep shit, homie. But these are the key pieces and components to stopping a lot of this shit in the city. Let's go. But some political people got in the way, and I took it out on him.
Shout out to Dewberry, man.
Yeah. Some political people got in the way, and I took it out on him.
And OG Sane. Shout out to him too.
Insane.
Okay, we're gonna start with you first, OG Percy. How do you view the relationship between gang culture and social media?
They trying to mix it all together, but one thing you can't do, you can't bring the industry to the industry. You hear me? You gotta leave the in the street. You can't bring that in here. That's just like saying I told them you can't bring the streets to prison, and you can't bring prison to the streets. The don't mix. Any way that you do it, it's gonna f it up. In this game that me and Charleston got going right here, you can't bring the streets in here.
I be hoping y'all do, so I put your ass in jail. I swear I be hoping you come with that street.
It don't work. You can't bring the industry. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring that you do in the streets inside of here, man. It ain't gonna mix.
Every half fail. Every half fail. From Suge Knight, it done fail.
Let's go.
So, man, street ain't supposed to be on the internet.
If that's what you is. If you're an entertainer, you can stay there.
Man, if you ain't born in it at this point,
you hear me?
You playing. Because today's people really believe that it's not illegal to be in the gang. And I'm saying it is illegal to be in the gang. If you identify yourself as a gang, any trouble you get in life, your sentence or your punishment is enhanced because of your gang affiliation. Man. I don't give a what it is. Man. If you walking in it and he's a gang, you're enhanced in whatever kind of trouble. So it is illegal to identify as a gang. And y'all ain't no 501c3. Y'all ain't done what Larry Hoover tried to do and went and registered this as a 501c3. So some of y'all can say, hey, I don't know what them criminals doing, but we are a Crip non-profit. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody went and done that. Ain't nobody went and incorporated these street names to take the illegal tag off of it to legalize it.
This is my
Come on,
man. One thing I do know about Charleston, man, when I listen to, that's the part I'm trying to tell you, man. That right there. The shit you don't know. You hear me? That right there. You can hear everything else he say, but if you don't get the message, you gonna lose.
I stole. We were.
Let's go.
We would get the rolling 60, the rolling 30, the Altadena Block Crips, the East Terrace Gangsters. We were getting into it with the BGDs, the Gangster Disciples, the Trey 57, the Hoover, the Gangster Crip. We were getting in the Grape Street. We were getting into it with these. We were having a war for 2 years, and 100 went to prison behind this shit, and we was all really friends. So they moved me to them disciples dorm. Keep booking them over there. Greg Henry, these some big names down there off in Houston. Damon Bible, man. Also, say I stole them literature. When I stole them literature, I wanted to switch sides.
Why?
Because Larry Hoover at that time, homie, probably 5 years prior to that, was just implementing the growth and development. And he was starting to put literature throughout all the prisons through America, homie. And it was transforming their minds from gangsters to growth and development. And I caught it around 17, 18 when my brain was and then Tupac had just come with the All Eyes on Me, the Me Against the World. So I'm sneaking and studying literature with the headphones on, and I'm looking at Crippin' like these dumb.
You hear me?
Cause then it was a guide, homie, to manhood. Unbeknownst to me, though.
All right, Charles. In what ways do you believe individuals can be redirected from the path of gang involvement into words more positive?
Them got to go to prison and read them first 48 laws or books of power. Them Donna Goins books.
They gotta go to prison.
Hold on. It's another option.
Let's go.
They got to go to the graveyard.
Oh shit.
They got to go to the military in the 5th grade.
Dang.
If you can't put them in an ROTC military school program, by the time they get out of the 4th grade, you can't stop them until prison get them.
Oh man.
Because the foundation of where they come from, homie, you gotta think. Most parents are having the kids from 14 to 22. They done had 2 to 3 kids. Can you imagine what a 14-year-old parent is saying and exposing their kid to? They immature. They want their kids to know some shit. It was a video in Fort Worth where some went to jail because they were passing the blunt to 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds, and it was on the news. The kids was hitting the weed like grown folk, and they run around here laughing. You know how many households the kids is in this? You know how many times our older cousin would come over and go, and 4 of us would be in the closet, 2 of us would be in the bed, and we hearing that getting told, and we sniggling and giggling. Boy, y'all get y'all. And when we come up, we see titty, and now we young perverts.
Yeah, I'm crawling down the hall. I hear him. I'm on the hall on the floor crawling down the time.
So, homie, you gotta think now. We had to go look under couches, on top of closets, up under the mattress to find perversion. Now, perversion and everything is at the tips of their minds if they can spell. How you gonna prevent anything now? You don't have no control of what's being implemented into their thought process based on what they see. Remember the monkeys? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Right.
We ain't got them monkeys no more. Our kids is open to everything. They get to say anything, hear anything, see anything. So how do you get to guide their future?
Talk.
Shit.
Talk.
OG Percy.
Yes, sir.
How can communities better support and empower at-risk youth?
Get Charleston White and OG Percy on a platform somewhere and let them start listening. Doing what we doing now. This is what they need to do. Doing what they doing now. Because if this don't start what we doing, ain't shit gonna happen. I don't see it no other way but to see people come together. We can't start showing that we can do the hard part. This is the hardest part. This right here the easiest part. Me and Charles, he done got in the boxing ring with me too.
You know how many niggas would have died behind the thing I done said to him? Do you know how many young niggas would have died with each other behind? Yo, bro, look out. You know how many young niggas would have went and killed another behind that?
You know how many?
Show this?
Yeah.
This something different.
You think my son them got all that time for nothing? You hear me? Yeah, just for saying. But this one right here was off limit. You understand me? I got Charleston.
Say, little homie, them son was so ruthless, they were running down on mamas.
No.
Man, made the woman move out the city. Nah, homie, he ain't got that son, that little PMG.
Don't do it.
Say, man, good job, Fort Worth PD. But he gonna come home a better man. But nah, homie, they was scaring, they wasn't sparing mamas. So this group here ain't no mercy. Yeah. Cause what no mercy shown to them. So they mashing on everything. So now we're retaliating against mamas, homie.
Yeah, but see, when they see us doing what we doing, see my son didn't see me with the ops. I didn't set my son talk to Ape Game Almighty. His words, if they'd have seen each other in the street, they'd have blew each other head off and everybody with them.
Shout out to Lil Dave, man.
Yeah,
I see
man.
you maturing, nigga. I see you maturing, nigga.
Shout out to Almighty, man. I say, man, I got PMG on the phone. I just want to know, can I get y'all to do a song together? And PMG was on the phone, and Almighty said, he on the phone right now? I said, he on the phone right now? He said, yeah, I do it. And PMG said, yeah, Daddy, you got that. I said, that's all. If I'm not even here, y'all just remember, y'all see it that Charleston, make sure they stick to that. If I'm not here, if anything happen, nothing, which I hope to be here when they come home. But I want to see that. I want to see. If me and Charleston sit here, man, anybody can do it. CJ, and Yayo, y'all can do it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take, I healing to. It's about 5 years of healing. Let's go.
Most know when they're wrong, but they can't admit they're wrong.
Let's go.
Just to even feel convicted by being wrong, it even feel bad yourself. So to say you're wrong to other people, and that's a vulnerable. So I'm watching a video. Neither I'm watching I like. Talking about him or Percy. But I got a connection with Percy. I got a connection with the other through the family member that we know, right? I said, man, that nigga Percy real in the homie. Cause I had to think. I said, all I about this. This nigga ain't never said nothing real ill and disrespectful about me. Not once. Not once, homie. He ain't made up. Not once. I said, nigga, that guy, that's a real trait. So I hit my nigga say, run down on Percy. So I already know we can't find him. We already know who to call. Call Joe Blow.
Let's go,
Blow,
man.
call Blow. Nigga, call the conductor. Call the conductor of the Underground Railroad. Blow go find everybody. So we hit Joe Blow. And I say, man, nigga, let's break bread together, nigga. Let's go back and make right. Well, cause nigga, you can't stop what God got. It was intended for me and him to be together.
Let's go, man.
And so nigga, I broke the chain, so I didn't want to break bread with it. I ain't like Diamond Stone. Yeah, I'll take that in my bad.
Talk your shit.
He was the whooping boy. Yeah, he was just the whooping boy. Nigga, I ain't like, Tracy Carter. Nah. But I was teaching that through a lot of shit because I would get mad at him.
I listen to everything. I said
I would get mad at the nigga. I would get him on a lot of game, nigga. I swear I would. But him, it's only 3 I done really gave some real game to. 4 and him from the beginning, I spent years dropping it to him. Woody, Aaron the plumber, and that 4 extra. Publicly, you gave him some real game, nigga, that'll change their life.
More than that, for real.
For real. If I was listening, I know the world was too. You hear me?
So let me ask you guys this. What impact has social media made on your life and your ability to connect with a wider audience?
I'm gonna let him go first, shit.
Terrance, you gotta read that shit fast enough so I can catch it, man. Goddamn, like,
what impact has social media made on your life?
There you go.
And your ability to connect with a wider audience?
You read like I used to read. No, I appreciate you, Terrance.
He didn't rehearse them questions. He got to rehearse them. That's how I know. Yeah, he didn't rehearse them questions. He getting better though.
But he trying to use that so he can think of a question.
No, I'm good. I got an answer off the top. Go ahead, do it again. Ask me again.
Okay.
What
impact has social media made on your life and your ability to connect with a wider audience?
Oh, it's made a very good impact on my life. This right here is the biggest right here though. I ain't even lie to you. This the biggest impact. I done been on a lot of shows. To let y'all know, there's only been 3 people out of Texas invited to the 85 South show. 3. This is a big old place. This is a big old state. It's only been 3. Jay Prince was the first one. Percy was the second. Charleston White was the third. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's a worldwide record. That's a big impact. And me and Charleston doing more numbers right now than I did on 85 South show.
So
that I did.
So when I was
go.
That's when I knew he would be. When I went on the show. Cause
DC.
Because I done been by this time I done been in New York. I done come to Miami to do something. But I've been going to small states. So this the first really big platform.
I said that.
So you know, as I was moving around, everybody was rooting for Percy. Man, you and OG Percy, man, fuck OG Percy. Say, man, come on, man, you tripping on, you lighting up on everywhere I'm going. They said, man, so I'm saying, man, this ain't doing the numbers like this, but he doing the numbers on Diamond Stone. So that's when I started saying he got a fan base that he can come over here and build on his own. So the more I started traveling out, they rooting for him. And I got in my camp rooting for him. So
nigga, I'm getting mad and madder because all I see is Charleston. I told Dewberry, every time I look at you in Charleston somewhere, I'm sitting in my, that sitting in that cell down in that one.
But they rooting for him.
Yeah.
He ain't got no way for nobody contacting to book him. He ain't got no email set up.
Let's go.
Because nigga, they got him over here boxed in.
Don't they, man?
Nigga, Eric, so they keeping him they got this candle in the closet. And I done took my candle out the closet and I'm lighting up everywhere. Yeah. He done put so I'm saying, man, dumb ass nigga. But I'm saying, but I'm feeling bad too though. So I started teaching him through insults. Yeah, he ain't got you no bobbleheads, nothing, no woo, no cook. Clothes, yeah, ain't got no merch. He supposed to have him been so I'm woo. Supposed to have some merch.
Turn me up.
So yeah, homie, then I'm getting mad at them saying if y'all with him, show him.
Let's go.
Yeah, so now,
let's go. Right.
Yeah, what's gonna be, homie.
Yeah,
you can't even stop what's gonna be. I'm trying to stop what's gonna be, and look what happened.
You know, they were just mad because, he was saying what he was saying, but they was wish they could shut him up because he was telling it on. You hear me? Because everything they could tell. I started acting different. Man, Charles, man, I don't even listen to that.
And at that time, homie.
Why not?
At that time, you just think, homie, at that time, I'm breaking all the rules, not knowing nothing, making $16,000 a month. This is with live videos. Imagine if I had somebody to teach me what I know and say, quit doing all them live videos. If you pre-record and edit, you would have been making $50,000. But I'm jumping online every day cussing out, and I'm showing you what I'm making. And they started hitting me. And I'm saying, yeah, Percy, I'm showing you what I'm making.
Sick.
I done went from making $200 in January to by May, nigga, I'm at $10,000. By June, I'm at $16,000. In July, I'm at $22,000. They snatched my channel. Within 48 hours, hey, y'all, I'm back monetized again. They snatched it again. So now I'm saying, I get another and they snatch it again because I'm keep creating channels from the same IP address so they know it's me. So they're hitting the IP address. So my Hockley say, start your website. Let's go half on this. Me and him went half on the website, created the real Charleston White website. So my said, you can't lose now. You got somewhere for them to come to find you now. So nigga, that's what gave me my confidence to say social media. I'm bringing this to the real world to sell tickets. Percy, you can do it too, but they got your dumb ass. I was cussing them out. Yeah, Percy. Look, they been asking about you, Percy. Because I'm real tuning them, hating on me, these hating on me. But nigga, yeah, but y'all, come on now. But y'all ain't showing it. Yeah, so it stopped being about him till I get mad at him. Yeah, if he have a good interview and it look like you dumb, so I'm gonna come back on him and draw that crowd over here. I was stealing that crowd.
Yeah. Go, Charles. Work.
OG Percy.
Talk to me.
What are your thoughts on Queso Father testifying against him?
Say again, who?
What are your thoughts on Queso Father testifying against him?
Well, you know, I'm like Charles, Queso Father shouldn't even be on that stand. That's number one. You don't drag your parents in the streets and no shit you guys know. Let me tell you something about me. I ain't never, out of all my kids, they been to courts, trials, and all this. I ain't never once been subpoenaed. Hello? Yeah, I ain't never been subpoenaed. My kids done been to trials, courts, all type of shit. They didn't get themselves, but guess what? Daddy ain't got shit to do with that. You understand me? And yeah, if you get me up there, yeah, I'm like, I turn into eyeball on you. Him, and him. Them motherfuckers right there, that was it. Yeah, you can call me what you want. Guess what? Daddy don't got no business being up here. What the fuck you got me up here for, nigga? What y'all done did? My kids done did everything, but guess what I say? When you ain't a daddy, you end up in them situations. Cause guess what? If I wasn't being a daddy to my kid, cause my kids know, man, look, come daddy, be quiet, come daddy, man. Shh. Okay, man. Don't say shit, man. They go to my brother now.
You just had him crying and push-up stands on Facebook.
Get on there and hit it. You gonna shout on? You gonna shout in front of your friends on Facebook? Go ahead, get it.
You got your baby drill leg on.
Because I was trying to stop them from where they at now. I was trying to stop. I did my part. If y'all end up in that on y'all, but guess what? You gonna dig this ground up before I let you just walk in that penitentiary. You hear me? But guess what? Whatever they do, they knew not to drag daddy in, because guess what? I'm daddy. Whatever Queso and his daddy got going, he knew he can get his daddy up to now. What y'all want? Well, your son and them, I don't give a what my son and them tell y'all, get away from my door. You understand me? I don't get him, I keep myself in a man place, not a child's place. Once you involved with your children like that, when y'all buddy and shit, Guess what? You got a subpoena to appear. Yeah, now you got to get on the stand and tell it and say something.
That's why that's why a lot of young dead, because they were buddy with their mama.
Yeah, you
can't
buddy. Everybody thought I was buddy out with my kids. They knew I'd knock the wind out your take you in there, run you down through there. Yeah, and now go call the people. You understand me? Yeah, because guess what? I'm going to do mine before.
Your queso daddy was informant already from what they were saying on trial. So it was, that ain't the first time they've been hit with that. That ain't the first time that's probably been rumored or speculated that day in trial. So they already knew his daddy possibly was a, say what they want to say. It's hard to beat nature. When it's time to go pee, it's hard not to pee. when you get aroused, it's hard not to want to scratch that itch. So nature's first rule is self-preservation. Not many people or not many parents do like that man did just a few weeks ago when their baby fell off the boat, jumped right off the boat with it. Most people think, oh, my baby, somebody help! Somebody help! Don't immediately jump right in.
Let's go.
Homie. So I heard people say all the time, just first rule is self-preservation.
Okay, Mr. White, do you think it was a good idea for to plead out with the feds?
You right. He better. Who have you known ever came out on top fighting the feds with his criminal history? He even said that DA told him, we want you, Lil Boosie. Didn't call him by his real name, called him by his rap name. On paper, homie, Lil Boosie is a serial killer. On criminal courts and documentation and police interrogation reports and witness statements, homie, Lil Boosie got 9 bodies or more. He like you, Terrance. He just ain't confessed and came clean yet. At least God done rid your soul. But nigga, Boosie ain't been delivered yet because he won't confess and come clean.
Terrance, you gonna confess and come clean?
He better not.
Let's go.
He better take it to the grave.
Oh,
you got it.
Yeah, I got mine.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the only way. God say you have to confess with your mouth.
Huh?
Boy say he confessed with his mouth.
Okay.
And you gave these families some closure. But homie, man, you can't be like OJ. You can't get away. And they mad because you got away, and all of a sudden you fall back into the hands of the man that's mad at you. Man, they got you now, son. So yeah. Just hopefully your God soften that judge's heart. But I doubt it. They done seen you act out in ways against law enforcement. You publicly speak against law enforcement. Didn't you hear President Donald Trump said, I would free Diddy, but he said bad things about me?
Damn.
He said this in an interview. He said, yeah, I would consider, but I heard he said bad things about me. Homie, you cannot speak against these white folks' political system, they criminal system, they police system, they law enforcement agencies, and then get over here and say, well, can I have mercy of God, please? Man, God can't make man have mercy because he can't violate free will. Okay. So I think it was smart for him to take that plea. I would have took it a long time ago if I were him. And told on the security guard for buying him illegal gun. I know he'd be buying. And set him up for an illegal gun buy like this motherfucking ass. I'm saying I was this motherfucking ass up to get out of jail. It was like this nigga motherfucking ass.
Okay, listen. All right, this is a question for you, Charleston White. Given your past experience, how do you reconcile your statements, your sometimes controversial statements, with potential impact on your audience, particularly young people who might look up to you?
Damn, them niggas hear their mamas get on the weekends. You think my words bother them more than that moaning and groaning they hear in their household and them echo mamas in the middle of the night? No, they don't. Yeah, they hear all kind of moaning coming out that motherfucking closed door. So my word don't bother them. Whenever an author write a book, he do not have the audience feelings in mind when he's writing this book. He got a story to tell.
Let's go.
I got a story to tell. I got something to deliver. So as I'm delivering this, I can't consider your feelings, or else I wouldn't fulfill what I'm called to do. So your feelings. take your feelings out of it and put logic and reasoning in it. And then you'll be able to understand me more without being mad at me. Logic and reason without emotions. And I promise you understand what I'm saying.
OG Percy.
Yes, sir.
You have spoken openly concerning struggling, you facing a coping mechanism you've employed. What advice would you give to others who think similar like that with the challenge that they face?
Coping organism. What you say, Terrance, man? You gotta read that shit right.
That's
man.
that group shit, coping mechanism, coping
What he
skills.
said, go ahead.
Coping mechanism.
So how you spoke openly about that.
Mm-hmm.
So what advice would you give people that's coping with the same situation like you?
Don't hide yourself. Be who you is for real. I ain't never hid behind nothing. I ain't never hid. I seen. I'm like y'all. I seen hide behind gangs. I seen hide behind other. You understand me? Even on this internet. Cope with who you be, who you is. Don't lie on yourself, cause the world gonna tell it on you. One thing I gotta tell you, man. Once you go to line, you gonna have to keep lying. To cope with the world, tell the truth. Be honest with it. Be honest with the world about who you are. Don't let them have to go find out, cause once they find out that you ain't who you say you is,
They go shame you.
Hello.
They go shame you.
Me. So what you gotta do is start out being real with yourself to begin with. All youngsters, if you ain't no game maker, don't be. Nigga, you see them niggas wearing this, you dress nice. Keep dressing nice. We gotta start letting these youngsters see that you don't have to follow, the rags to the riches. You can be the riches and go to the rags if you out. My thing is this: these young, they think that they gotta keep up with society. You don't. Keep up with yourself, man. Don't worry about what the next. When I sit in my cell alone at night, I used to look at the top of the bunk because I was on the bottom. Look at my cell, the top of the bunk. I just stare at the top of the bunk and just be wondering, man. God, not today. You understand me? I be wondering, man. I be like, God, because I'm not gonna get out this month. Be yourself. See, one thing I knew when I went, I don't like to talk about prison all the time because I went in there with a mind state trying to, fit in. Well, I thought I had to fit in. But I found out that the coolest was that was laid back doing the real. I heard a group of talking. And they was talking and I felt left there, like when y'all talking. Don't get to talking to me all. Read me basic. I ain't Charleston. Read him the hard shit, nigga. You talk to me, dumb my shit. My nigga, don't be out with coping equities and all that.
Yeah, coping mechanism. Yeah.
Say shit like, man, how do you maintain out here in the world without like that?
We're homie here to help you out.
Okay, well, I can learn them words later on and talk to him with the big words. When you talk to me, I'm fundamental. Now, you understand me? You mean I'm basic education? I ain't get no higher than basic. You understand me? So, but I understand what you're saying. You have to repeat yourself 3 times.
That's okay. We here. We good. And you live right by me, so we good.
So
okay, that's enough of you. Charleston, you discussed the role of social media in shaping narratives. How has that evolved over time, and what responsibility content creators bear?
Before Baba D. Gregory died, homie. So
let's go.
I got a mixture. Folk really think, man, I really created a character to bring to the internet. So I sat back. Homie, if anybody ever been at the Classy Lady, and you ever heard Pops and Big Troy go back and forward, you almost your dead mama getting up there getting, man, I used to hear some down there.
Let's go.
And nigga, I used to say, man, and used to come in there and say, man, y'all gonna let Big Troy talk to Pops like that? Well, that's the relationship they had.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Man, Big Troy making nigga the way he talk to you. Loud and forceful and fearful. And him and Pops go back and this was all day, every day. So at nighttime, when I see them at the gambling table, I used to sit back and hear them go back and forth with each other. And right before Gregory died, homie, he came through the city. He was at Arlington Improv. I ain't get to go see him. So I saw this interview where this young asked him a stupid question.
Let's go, Charles.
You saw that Gregory cuss this ass out. I said, I'm about to die.
Said, huh?
And you asked me, and he said, and after he got through chasing him, he said, don't you know that this microphone and this camera, we the media, that we get to rewrite our narrative, we get to tell our history, that this microphone and camera make you more powerful than 10 of your richest and biggest celebrities. Don't you know that? What you don't play with this. So
Yeah.
I said, So why in certain interviews you see me snapping, go, you know, I've been peeping game. So I brought this to the world, homie, not knowing what it'll do to the world. But nigga, I know it fascinated me. So the idea and the inspiration came during the same time Eddie Murphy had just dropped the Netflix biopic of Rudy Ray Moore, Dolomite. So I grew up believing Tupac was really a gangster. I really grew up believing that Eazy was a real street. I thought Ice Cube was a gangster. I thought Dr. Dre, Yellow, Ren, I thought them niggas were real gangsters.
Let's go.
I didn't know them niggas was acting. So here I'm in my mid to early 30s, and I'm just now finding out Dolomite wasn't a real. Rudy Ray Moore was a recording other coming back, listening to it, putting it in his own thing, and created the character Dolomite. I really thought Dolomite was walking around talking like that. I didn't know he was acting, and I didn't know he was gay. So to get this, so my mind is blown. At the same time, you got the out of California telling the Tupac story. Now we ain't heard these stories before about how Pac and Mob James and so we heard Tupac was really scared of them. Them niggas are getting beat up, slapped on.
Let's go,
you
man.
know, so now all this, I'm saying, man, what?
Talk, man.
Now I'm realizing Tupac kick was a real Pac was just playing. So I'm saying they done tricked us. Now the fishbowl done happened.
Let's go.
So I'm saying all these done told, and this one can whoop everybody. So I'm saying it's hot, and won't nobody say nothing. So all this, so
shout out to BB though.
So all this information is now being compiled, and I'm in law school studying to become a lawyer in the library every day, writing papers, and I'm writing papers about our culture. I'm in history. So all this information is being compiled in my 30s. This is way better than when I'm learning this in your 20s. So nigga, I'm becoming an expert. I'm spending 12 hours in the library writing. So when I come to the internet, homie, just stay out my way, but don't know to stay out my way. Don't know. I'm knowledge and information. Get out the way. Hey man, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm playing a character. Get it, but just getting offended. And I'm saying, homie, what is all these doing watching me? Because I'm looking at the analytical data and it's saying 95% of your viewers is men from ages 13 to 65. Whoa, look at that wide range. And the Bible said, God said, I'm gonna make you a fisherman of men. I'm looking for the whole. God that made me a fisherman of men.
Let's go.
Every day I got a bunch of men, so I submitted.
Say, before I ask you this question, OG Percy, I want to elaborate on what Chelsea just said. I've been on YouTube for 3.5 years, and I never cracked the 13 to 17 bracket until I got Chelsea on my channel. And I've now 13 to 17 look at my channel now. So what he's saying, he calling good money, man, because he watch all that stuff. Okay, now here's a question to you. You can see how I'm going to take the time with you. OG Percy, you mentioned seeing a different version of yourself reflected in the mirror. The gangbanger, the prison person, and the addiction person. How do you navigate and put those together in today's society? How do you...
Let me tell you something. This body right here used to be about like, to be honest with you, I used to have 7 people living in this body. 7, to be honest with you. When you know they say things on you die, some things on the inside die. You understand me? Before the body do. Well, them people died. A lot of people lived in here. This person could never come out. This person been held in the back room. This person right here been shut down. No dope fiend person ain't gonna let you out. Gang banging person sure ain't gonna let you out. Prison person want you back in prison. I had to and stealing person. My bad, jacking person, stealing person. I had a habit, of taking from. You understand? If you got it, that's me there. I'll be talking about your gun. What you got 350? Oh, I'm gonna get that. That's how my thinking was. To think that I can take another gun from him. What do you think he gonna do with the gun, nigga? You think they gonna let you? Yeah, but that was my mind of thinking. I had to get rid of them purses. When I look in the mirror today, I don't see them purses no more. I'm like, they gone. I thank God, but guess what? They kick every now and then. You understand me? Some people in me had to die off, man. I wouldn't be here today if I was still them people. You dig what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here today, God. I would have been and lost my life out here in these streets. You did what I'm saying? It's one thing about that Percy there. The addict person, he gonna come at him whenever he want to. The prison person, he dead. The gangbanging person, he dead. That's a lot of life wasted right there. The person that I need to be is right here today. This is like God created me, man. I tell people who they say, you know who you is? Yeah, I'm God creation. This is what God made. This is what God, I can't help what I gotta go through. I didn't write this book. If I would have wrote my life story, I could tell it to you. But I don't, like I told Charles, I'm in the 4th quarter. I don't got that much time on the clock. And the sad thing, hell, I don't got no time lapse. I can't say, look out, God, give me an extra hour. I can't do that. I can't say, God, can you, put a little more time on the clock? No. When this go off, it's off. And guess what? I didn't sit here and off half the life. I'd been 25 twice. I'm working on my 3rd 25. Oh, God, give me my 3rd 25. Because I know what to do with this 25. But a lot of people ain't going to get to tell that story. Going down the path that I got. Like I told you, the path that I didn't walk, a lot of you'll be a fool to take the path I did. Because a lot of niggas ain't been seen again trying to live this life. That life. I think them people got off years ago, and I thank God because guess what? I could never see where I was headed. I could never imagine Charleston being on side of me. We looking at, because guess what? I seen this coming, but I seen it coming way on down the road. But I ain't even lie, man. I said something the other day and me up on. Who they said, niggas, I be having dreams about Charleston when he get in you. I said, I told you. You let that nigga get in your head, he gonna come in that live rent-free, stick his head up on your head. Look at this. And wake out, man, guess what? You can't let him do that. But guess what? I can't let them people live in his body if I want to go somewhere. Man, Charleston always told me to clean up. Let me tell you something about this right here, man. And I keep saying this. I give God the credit for putting that gotta fight me. That's gonna say what the he wanna say. Cause guess what? We ain't fix their mouths to say what Charleston. When nigga Brick Baby came down here looking for Charleston, I said, you a fool, nigga. Charleston ain't doing you in Fort Worth. Ain't no nigga finna come down here and me and him at it. You understand me? But guess what? You ain't finna with this one. If anybody gonna get Charleston, I'm gonna get him. Just like Charleston told me, Duke Pharaoh, ain't no fight.
Yeah, ain't no
ain't no mother. If anybody gonna do something, it's
ain't nobody person.
You heard me? That type of shit. When Brick Baby came down, I told you where you at. You ain't finna come down to Fort Worth and say you came down to Texas to do nothing now down here. Especially Charleston or nobody. You won't get to go back to Cali with that one. You hear me? Where you at? Nigga, town. Nigga, you ain't looking for Charleston. And then I told Brick, Brick Baby came to the house. Me and him didn't have to sit down together. You dig what I'm saying? But I told him, nigga, you can't be a Brick Baby down here looking for Charleston. That's a dumb. You gonna come to another city talking about you looking for him. Like I told him, it ain't Charleston you gotta worry about. When you get to another city, you could ask T.I. that when he went to Houston and jumped out there going under trying to go the Clover G. Man, a nigga came up there and sideswept his ass. You hear me? Yeah, it ain't Charleston you gotta worry about. You got to worry about the in the city that like Charleston, love to. You down here looking for who? They gonna beat you to him. You better not never drop your location. Say, nigga, I'm right here. Nigga, you'll be a fool. Watch how many hit you like a magnet attached to your ass. And Charles gonna be saying, I told you. You play yourself. Who wouldn't go to another city and say I'm here and go live? I told Brick Baby, you ain't too.
Boy, don't know what judges from Sheriff Bill away. Man, they don't know what judges and prosecutors go.
Yeah.
Boy, go.
All right, y'all have 4 more questions. This here, shout out to Sam Eyes, because the Sam Eyes is one. That's my person who put the question together for me.
Just now, that nigga doesn't keep that.
Yeah,
keep that. Man,
Yeah,
keep that. That
Yeah.
he the best question this year might be.
Let's go.
Okay, now the first question. All right, we're gonna start with you, Charles. I'm pretty sure that you and OG Percy are familiar with the situation with Finesse 2-Time and his mother.
Yeah.
So do you feel like Finesse 2-Time was wrong for not making sure his mother kept a roof over her head?
Man, you gotta forgive your parents for whatever you think they did or didn't do for you. It's not your fault that you was born. Whatever happened to you as a kid, it's not your fault. That's all I'm gonna say, good or bad. So it's a lot of bad things that happen to children, homie. And when they grow up, they don't forget because it wasn't their fault.
Let's go.
So mama can't show up any bad things that happen. How about take care of me? Didn't you hear that? Didn't you hear the brother come back and say, man, mama ain't wasn't there for him. He couldn't even call mama when he was in jail. He was in there beating on that steel bunk and them sagging
Let's
titties.
go.
And them sagging titties for soup. Them titties were sagging.
Let's go.
With them motherfucking rock teeth in them jaws. Man, horrible in that cell. He couldn't call mama. So you think he's supposed to come out and then and say, man, but let me just say this. It's not a child's responsibility to take care of mama and get mama a house. Mama's supposed to already have a house before I get on. Mama.
Where you at with the OG Percy?
I'm with, man, watch this. I was really up, you know what I'm saying, at the mama. But I'm like Charleston, and keep doing what you doing. Sometimes I gotta take the bitter with the sweet with my own people. You hear me? Me and my mama always see eye to eye. But guess what? I always stay in a child place. If I'm with mama, guess what? Yeah, she'll never know it. I'll come tell Charleston or tell the wall or tell the drugs or something, but mama never know it.
That what hurt, homie.
You understand me? But guess what? For your mama to come over there and your mama to say what she was saying, I ain't gonna lie, mama. I'm sorry, man. Mama, that was weak as man.
That nigga hurt, homie.
No, yeah, that was hurt.
I started texting, but I said,
the way he was doing it, she was doing
yeah.
it, it was like, you gotta do this. Nigga, you ain't paid this. You ain't. I'm looking at her like, what is that? Your sugar daddy, your trick, or what are your
And
sons?
then she got a nigga that robbed. And she got a nigga that robbed finesse to rob the other nigga. She said, another said he gave her some money, right? She said, you better not come over here with no money. I get my nigga to rob you.
Your mama ain't, see that is.
That's the kind of mama now, homie.
No, his mama ain't what that is, man.
And I ain't finna talk down on the mama, cause I fuck with her.
Me,
Cause that's my fuck with her.
Before to go live and to put so much out there, so much bitter and sweet out there at the same time. I seen 3
videos, homie.
Okay.
Where I took the time to look in the eye and I seen a hurt little boy.
I know it.
And the only way he can do it is make some 3 bad songs. He came with 3 bad ass. You look in him eye, that little boy was hurt before the world, homie. That wasn't no man. And mama can reduce you. Like mom, your trauma can take you back to that little boy. And it'll make you react as a man with them little boy feelings.
Let's go.
No, salute to that nigga, homie. That had to be painful.
Yeah, that say, but watch this though, man. To watch his mama belittle him like that and act like he ain't never did. Come on, man. Let's go, Charles. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, I want to switch subjects. Shout out to my finesse though, man. Stay strong, nigga.
Okay, are you guys familiar with the Cameron and Omar Gooden back and forth diss?
Vaguely.
Okay, Cameron booked Omar Gooden to do a movie
that's not gonna come out.
Right. So do you think that was a clever strategic move on Cameron's part, or was that a waste of money?
A waste of money. A waste of money. Just a waste of money.
Yeah, what good is an album when it's on the shelf, my nigga?
See, he was trying to troll him. He felt like he made him look stupid, but at his cost. Cameron paid for him to fly to Miami.
About $5,000-$10,000?
About $3,500, I think he said.
$3,500? So payment is a payment. I wouldn't give a you ain't never got to put it out. Say, nigga, listen, I done had a nigga pay me $40,000 and never put it out.
Damn.
I knew I could have swore up and down. These California booking me to kill me. First he sent me $500 through Cash App for me to call this number. Then he wire transferred $20,000 into my bank account. He sent another $5,000 for the rider. Sent another $3,000 for the hotel and security. When I got there to the house, he took $20,000 out the freezer and bag money and gave it to me. $40,000, and I never put the interview out to this day.
Okay. I need to find me a lick like that.
I've been trying to tell you, Percy, goddamn, nigga, they kept you in, they kept the bird caged in.
I know,
them
man.
Nigga kept the bird caged in.
Well, he flying now.
I got a wing or two.
Shit, yeah. I'm gonna keep shooting it over there.
Man, listen, bro, this is a mean duo to hear. Okay, now,
for real.
The both of you have trolled 607 on. Where are you at with him now?
Homie, listen. I ain't never paid attention to that nigga till he said my name. And I'm saying, man, why would this nigga come to Fort Worth? Why would he come? See, these niggas really think I'm a weenie based off the internet. Homie, they don't know I'm really a big dog in this city. All them little niggas call me Mr. Charleston.
Yeah.
They don't call me OG or Mr. Charleston. All the young from the police, the juveniles, the pastors, there's no entity that you won't walk in from the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you ain't gonna find somebody to speak faith. So I'm saying, what would make this come to this city with fingernail polish on his fingernail, barking at me? He would have been way smarter to come in and finesse the game and we create a conglomerate rather than be my enemy, because to be my enemy, you can't win, homie. Especially, and I ain't done nothing to you. And then you done went the route talking about me. I want to. So, homie, what makes you think you can bounce back that amongst our people? Nah, homie. After I realized he lived with his mama, and his mama walked in that house and talked to him and his friend like that, and he ain't doing what this do. He doing free interviews. He going to No Jumper and letting get up in his face and talk to him. He letting Whack 100 run him off from being on the phone with him. Homie, that nigga, he can't stand next to me, homie. It ain't nobody made me cow out nowhere. It ain't nobody.
Let's go,
come on,
nigga.
Nigga, it ain't even when that nigga hit me in the barbershop. I was dazed for 4 or 5 minutes before I even know who hit me. Nigga, I was dazed before I even know which one of these niggas hit me. Man. But when I realized it was, I started I went to jail, nigga.
You hear me?
Nigga, when I realized what had really, I went to jail for 2 felony crimes. So now, homie, that just, I'm gonna tell everybody this what a nigga told me. Big Pistol Gordon. And Big Pistol Gordon is the guy who put the spotlight on me and gave me the light before the world and said, this guy's funny. He said, man, nobody remembers the last viral sensation. So you got 1 year to 2 years before you die out or go off. Come on. Nigga, it's been almost 7 years for me.
Let's go.
And I keep going up.
They playing with us.
Because I realized this internet ain't my friend.
Let's go.
Everybody who done been big from Duke Pharaoh to Nina Boy, Bosco, Capone, all these niggas have been big. At some point, the internet turned on them because somebody new come. So they start clapping for the new guy. Oh, we got somebody new. But I came off the internet to let y'all have the internet. I'm not even on the internet, homie, but I run the internet. I do other people interviews. I don't have not one channel of my own. I do other people interviews, and I'm the king of YouTube. I don't have one channel of my own. So I started studying all the people that's on the internet. They live on the internet. Say Cheese TV, DJ Academics, Vlad TV. Vlad once tried to come off the internet and do a podcast. It didn't work. Say Cheese tried to come off and do a podcast. It didn't work. DJ Academics tried to come off and do a podcast. It didn't work. I come off and I the podcast game. So DJ Academics tried to do something else at a showing. It didn't work. I pitched it to him. Say, DJ Academics, let's do some comedy. We set up a comedy show. Within the first week, 90% of the ticket sales were sold out till I started saying F to Asians. So all these online, homie, they just now learning online. You know why? Because they on YouTube. I done jumped over here into the streaming world. They 7 years behind me. Let's go. They still on YouTube waiting once a month to get a YouTube check. I'm booked 3 times a week for comedy shows or something else, getting money weekly, almost daily. Man, them niggas can't compete with me. They on here for the I'm on here strictly monetization. I got merchandise. I got hats. I got comedy shows. I got movies. I co-produce the movies. Man, I'm streaming. I got cameos. I got my neck. Nigga, I get paid for messaging. I get paid. Right now, nigga, I got 4 videos I got to shoot for $250 a piece just doing cameos for giving shout outs and roasting people. They ain't learning this game. To come over here and get all this new revenue, he finna learn how to get. Nah, them niggas got 1 stream of revenue. That's why I'm touching what I'm touching, because in order to get million, you have to at least have 7 different streams, 7 different more streams of income. I got about 10. Let's go.
Percy counting the money already.
Yeah, say
Fort Worth stuff right now.
But yeah, so 607 like you said.
Okay.
Yeah. He came to the wrong city trying the wrong game. Ain't no country boys down here, homie. Ain't no country grammar down here, my nigga.
And we don't believe in the Illuminati.
Yeah, we don't do all this shit down here. All that shit he got going on. Cause he'd came down here and blowed up if he'd kept it 1,000. But when you come down here and you think everybody's a gimmick of the game, told me $150 right now. You understand? You can have it. I told him that was trash. I don't care, but guess what you can't have? You can't have my respect, cause it ain't about the money, it's about the game you trying to run, about the little change. That little money. I had that, I got that in quarters over there on my dresser. But it ain't about that. It's thinking you getting away with something. And then your manager call. I ain't gonna say your manager name. You know, we'll report him later. Ain't that right, Bob? We know
and he's a mob. And he's a mob, nigga.
Your manager
and
called.
He's a mob,
Your manager called, didn't want to squash the bill, and then he want to do more business. I said, goddamn, I look like my nigga. Y'all ain't even squashed your last bill. Oh, ain't got nothing. Ain't you the manager?
Everything he done touched done. Everything your manager done touched done failed.
They gonna keep it 100.
Everything your manager done touched, he done been in this entertainment industry a long time.
That's why,
everything he done touched done failed.
He already burnt off on that already.
See what I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about?
they ain't even partners no more. He called me to let me know you in 607. Now you floating around. You freeloading now. You freelancing.
Everything I touched and turned gold. Watch him turn gold.
That's a fact.
Watch him turn gold, nigga.
All right, y'all, that's enough. We got to get up out of here.
Oh, you better say something.
Yeah.
You gonna ring the bell, nigga.
And shout out to Jackson, Mississippi, man. We got two shows coming up. I got 6 more cities. End of the Underground Railroad Comedy Tour. Men, stay looking for me and Percy to stream with Aiden Ross. I'm bringing them to the streaming world. Yeah, homie, y'all late. We crossing over. Yeah, we crossing over.
Percy,
I ain't burning that bridge. Bars.
big fact. We out.
That is Terrance Gangsta Williams, a.k.a. OG Giggity, a.k.a. Mr. Answer Right Back, a.k.a. the People Champ, Terrance Williams.